Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And today I'm going to be reporting to you guys about what's going on with Chicago and the black civilians being targeted. Now, we were being targeted by the police. Now, we are also being targeted by just random white vigilantes who want to harm blacks. And then now it has transferred over to Latinos. So there is several videos coming in from Chicago of people being targeted by these Latinos who are pretty much trying to take out anybody who is black. Now, being that I have such a large following from Chicago, I feel it's my duty to definitely try to help you guys be safe out there. I don't want anything to happen to any of my subscribers. So basically what happened first was Stevie J, he had, and those of you who are night owls, y'all know who Stevie J is because he's always in, the comments talking and things like that. So this morning, like early in the morning, he told me that Latinos were targeting black people. A couple hours after Stevie J told me that, he's like, man, it's getting crazy out here, So this is the first one that I had seen. And this is of, the gang bangers. They were pretty much, terrorizing people.
Oh, you need to get from over there, Oh, you need to get from over there,
Oh wait. So then there was this. It says, attention, if you're a black man that lives in Pisland or Little Village, please stay indoors. Latin Kings are attacking us, and it seems CPD are allowing it. I was almost jumped myself. Please be safe, Chicago. And then it says, this person says, if you're black in Chicago, stay away from 26 and Cicero / Cermak and Cicero. The Mexicans in the area are targeting all black people. They're sitting outside with weapons, pulling people from their cars and beating them. Cicero PD is doing nothing to stop it. Somebody said curfew at 7 p.m. They sent it in. The Army, white nationalists are touring LP in black trucks. Latino gangs are seizing control of neighborhoods to hunt random local and those in traffic black people. Stay in groups and get home. This person says, if you're black, do not go over there between 47th and 59th. Just nowhere past Western. The Latin Kings are wearing all black and waiting for traffic lights to turn red, attacking black people that are driving by. And this says, black and Mexicans are fighting in Chicago badly. Mexican gangs and uniting to protect their neighborhoods. But the reports keep coming in that innocent blacks are being targeted just for passing by their neighborhoods. Shaking my head, wonder what's going to happen tomorrow. And this says, black people, Mexicans in Chicago are throwing rocks at people's car. Be careful, y'all. And then this person says, the Latin Kings terrorizing black people in Pilsen / Little Village is why we don't say people of color. Everybody is scraping for their spot above niggas at the bottom of the totem pole. So then there were these other videos that started to come in of other people who were, attacked.
Do not go out west, boy. They just tried to pull up on the car with all my shorties in the gangbanging, Joe. They sitting in parking lots. The Latinos is out here sitting up in pickup trucks, sitting off in the cuts and parking lots. Do not go out west unless you got the blick on you. They own that. They own that. It's finna be a race war for real. They really was just on that. The Kings and the 2-6s is out there tripping right now. They own everybody who black. They just tried to gangbang with my babies in the car, like 10 of them in the back of a truck. They sitting over here off the side of the highways and shit, sitting in parking lots and shit, ready to gangbang. So if you black, you better have it on you and you better keep your eyes open because they definitely own that. They just did that with my babies in the car. Sitting off in this shit crazy. These my mama, these niggas crazy. So in it, man, hey, I'm telling y'all, Joe, some 100 shit. If you out west, Joe, and you riding through the Latino shit, Joe, be careful. They is on that with everybody that's black. They is on that.
Yeah, y'all.
Everybody black, they own that. Do not go.
Okay. And before I go to the next video, let me address the people in the comments. Somebody said, Neek, you are sparking division. Look at all these comments coming at Mexicans. I'm not sparking a motherfucking thing. I'm telling my fellow black people to be safe. If there is a threat to their life, if innocent people are dying and they have to protect themselves, I am letting them know that they need to fucking be safe. So I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm sparking a motherfucking thing. I'm letting people that I have as my subscribers who are black, who may be in these areas, to be safe. So if you feel like I'm sparking a damn thing, then you could take that elsewhere. I don't need to read the comments, boo. I'm letting you know what it is. People need to know who are black to be safe and to not go to these areas. If you feel like that's sparking a fucking anything, then hey, it is what it is. But I'm about to tell minds to be safe. And I'm about to tell them, if you don't have to be in that area, don't be in that fucking area. And I'm going to show them what's going on by showing them the videos. So if you are Latino, I'm not saying, I'm not, this ain't against you. This ain't against anybody who is Latino. This is for my people to be safe. And my people, I have a large amount who are in Chicago. Anyways, so this is another person, and it says, stay in the house. Do not, I repeat, if y'all never listen to anything I say, listen to me now. Do not go to any Mexican neighborhoods. It's a black versus brown war. Don't ask questions. Just stay home. They killing black women and men and beating young innocent children. They drug a man out his car and shot him dead in front of his daughter and stabbed her as well. They are not protecting any community. The police are aiding them and killing us as well. Please, families, stay home today if you can and do not go to any area heavily populated with Mexicans. They are shooting on sight and bricking cars. This is another person who said, folks, I'm hearing from friends in Pilsen, and all of these people, all of these people are not posting this just out of thin air. All of these people are not posting this just because they just want to be saying shit. These people are posting in concern, telling people to stay indoors. These people are not, they're not saying, hey, go hunt down Mexicans. They're not saying, hey, go target Mexicans. They're saying, hey, if you are black, stay away from there if you don't got to be away from there. So if you take this as anything other than what it is, then, hey, your comprehension is lacking and maybe you have a little lack of understanding. Because what these people are saying, they're not saying go hunt down Mexicans. They're not saying go shoot Mexicans. They're saying stay away from those areas. Anyway, so another person says, folks, I'm hearing from friends in Pilsen, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, / Little Village in Bridgeport, that there are planned attacks on black folks tonight in these areas. Latin kings have spread into Bridgeport neighborhoods, shooting black folks on sight. Cop sirens heard nearby. Please stay safe and inside. And then this person says, y'all be careful riding through Cermak and Kedzie area. The Latino gangs are targeting black people with guns, bats, knives, bricks, etc. They are shooting and busting car windows. And then this person commented below, and he says, yes, they just busted my window. Another person says, bro, the Mexicans in Cicero shooting at black people by Sonic do not ride past. This person says, y'all be careful out there, my black people. The Mexicans call themselves purging on blacks. They ran my baby car, dragged her uncle out the car, beat them with bats and stabbed them with ice picks. Mind you, my baby 9 months pregnant. Everybody in the hospital fucked up. This person.
Anybody that's black, African American, do not go in no Hispanic neighborhoods. The reason being, they playing for keeps. They snatching people out their cars. They blocking them in, snatching them out their cars, beating them up, stabbing them. setting their cars on fire. The last thing y'all want to do in a little village neighborhood is start a fucking race war with the west side of Chicago, south side of Chicago, and even some of the people over east and up north. They snatched a pregnant girl out of her car, stabbed her up, beat her boyfriend up, and set their car and shit on fire. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. I'm not inside in a ride. I'm not doing none of that dumb shit. I'm telling people to stay the fuck away from it. Anybody that's black, African American, do not go in no Hispanic.
Period. Same here. I'm not starting no riot. I'm not telling people to target them. I'm with him. Just stay away. And so this is the car that I believe they're talking about that got set on fire from the woman that was pregnant. And then this is another person who says, this is the car my grandson was in yesterday. Some Mexican guys rammed their car, chased him and his friends, beat him with bottles, and tried to run him over with their truck. They shot at his friends while they were running away, and then they set the car on fire. Oh, I guess this probably was a separate incident. He was bloody and running to the cars begging for help. Nobody helped him. He walked all the way to somebody's house leaking. He got staples in his head. He shook, but luckily to be alive. He's safe and does not want to come back to Chicago. So thank y'all for that. I had just applauded the Latinos for protecting their communities. Oh, forgot to mention, his mother said his 6-year-old brother told her, I hope my brother isn't dying, as they drove to the hospital. So that is what is being reported that is going on in Chicago. So, and they have the videos. Hold up. There was even another video that I had posted on my Instagram. Hold up. Okay, hold on. Let me go to my Instagram. At the end of this one, I showed another video that was happening. Okay, so this says, get off the streets of Logan Square. Black people are being attacked by Latino gangs, literally chasing and beating people, saying, you don't belong here. They're blaming us for the chaos and hurting innocent folks. So, yeah, so this is some of the stuff that's going on out there. So, like I said, being that I have a large a large subscriber account in Chicago, I just want you guys to be safe. I'm not telling you to go target anybody. I just want you guys to be safe. Somebody said y'all making yourself a target. Let me get you up out of here. Let me get you up out of here. Fuck. Like I said, I'm not telling y'all to target anybody. I just want y'all to be safe. If you don't have to be in those areas, don't go to those areas. There was another video that I had seen too. I don't know where I had seen the other video. But there was even another video of people who were like basically scared in Chicago. So be safe. Make sure that you know your surroundings. And if you are able to be a licensed gun owner, I say at this moment in time, be a licensed gun owner. Like, you have to be able to protect yourself. There's no telling where this stuff is going. And I'm not saying to cause havoc, but I'm saying to be safe and be able to protect you and yours. So at the start of this pandemic, I made sure that I was a licensed gun owner. Made sure to make sure as soon as I seen everything was going crazy with the pandemic, I went straight to the gun store and got my license. So, and got what I needed. So I just want to say to everybody else, just make sure that you have what you need to protect you and yours. You know, have what you need to protect you and yours. Like, I'm one of those people who, I'm not out here trying to start no mess, but it's just me and my baby. So I got to make sure that me and my baby is okay. And on top of that, I'm like, you know what? I got my, you know what I'm saying? I got that handled. And then I'm like, I even ordered last night. I ordered an aluminum bat because I'm like, I need an aluminum bat. Shit, could anybody try to come up in mine? I was always taught that you have them, in certain areas of your house or whatever. So you don't disclose where you have them at in your house. You just have them at certain areas of your house. So, go on Amazon.com, order you a aluminum bat, get your gun license, get you some mace, get you whatever you need to make sure that you can protect yourself. Make sure that you can protect yourself. Don't go out there causing shit, but just if you have to, make sure that you have what you need to protect yourself. Yeah. Make sure that you need to have what you need to protect yourself. D Square says, hell, I got bats, katana swords, and burners. You're right. You protect yourself, whatever you need. Whatever you need. And, I always put off going to get my gun license because I always thought that it would be hard. Like, I thought the test would be hard. Y'all, that test is not even hard, bro. I aced the test the first time. So don't think that, it's basically what they ask you is common sense questions. There's like a pamphlet that you could read through just so that you can, make sure that you're on point. But majority of the questions to get your gun license is common sense questions. Like, it's common sense. Basically, like, oh, should a gun be in a place that a child can get it? Absolutely not. Should a gun be pointed towards people? Like, no, you point it away towards people, when you're handling it and you're not in a position to fire it. Like, a lot of the questions that was asked were very, 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 very common sense questions. So if you've been putting off getting your gun license because you felt like, damn, I don't want to, go through the test. It may be hard. It's not hard, you guys, at all to pass the test. It's very, very, very common sense. And you can get firearms for a very reasonable price as well. Like, don't go thinking that, and thank you for the donations, everybody. Don't go thinking that you have to spend a whole lot of money on getting a firearm. You can get a firearm for not a lot of money. Now, Aisha says that she said, I can pass a background check. That's another thing. Now, if you can pass a background check, it's easy. If you cannot pass a background check, then that's different. Now, the background check is a different obstacle. I don't know what people's records are. Me, I have a clean record. So I didn't have a problem. But if you have a problem as far as your record goes, I believe that it's felonies that will prevent you. So if you do not have a felony and you may have just like a misdemeanor, check to see, because what you have on your record may be something that you think you can't, but you probably can, as long as, I think it's like certain felonies that you can't. So just research it and just make sure that, it's different in each state. It's definitely different in each state. I know New York makes it next to impossible to get a firearm. So, I mean, you probably can't do it the legal way there. Not saying you can't get your hands on one, but saying that you probably can't do it the legal way there. But in California, I know that we have our laws. I live in California. Arizona, I believe Arizona is a lot more laxed. I think Texas is a lot more relaxed. There are certain states that are more relaxed as far as gun laws, and then certain states that are a little bit more difficult. So know your state too. So glad that you guys pointed that out. Definitely know what the laws are in your state. I'm speaking from California point of view because I'm in California. So that's all I wanted to basically inform you guys about. I'm not coming on here to my purpose is not to cause division between Mexicans and blacks. I just want the black people in those areas to be safe. That's the only purpose that I have with this. So Stevie says, let me call in. Okay, call me on, okay, so those of you who want to call in, hold on, wait. There's a few people who said that they wanted to call in. When I do it on the way that I've been doing it lately, it's been going in and out. So how can I do this on the fly? What's another option that I can do? Maybe Skype. Maybe we could do Skype. Hold up. Let me open up Skype. If you have Skype, maybe you could Skype me. Because I didn't start this with StreamYard. So I didn't start this with StreamYard to put the link. Or matter of fact, am I able to open up StreamYard in another? Hold up. Wait. Hold up. I may be able to open up StreamYard in another. Will that work? We'll try it. Hold up. 1 second. Hold up. Let me see if I could open up StreamYard in another tab and give y'all a StreamYard link and put that on the screen. And hold up. Let me see if I could do that. Give me 1 second for those of you. Because I don't want to open up the call in and then it goes in and out. And then it doesn't allow people to do it. So hold on, wait. Let me see what I could do real quick. I'm about to try to all right. Let's see. See if this works. Hold up. Okay, hold up, wait. All right, see if you guys click the link right here. Click this StreamYard link, and let's see if this works for you guys to call in. Hold up. And tell me, those of you who wanted to speak about this. All right, click that link right now. Click that link right now, and let's see if I'm able to do it this way. Click that link right now. Stevie, if you want to call in, click that link. Thank you for the donation. Coffee Drinker, thank you for the donation to everybody who sent in a donation. Thank you guys so much. Click that StreamYard link right now. All right. Can you guys hear Stevie? Talk, Stevie. Talk.
My man, Nick.
Yeah, can you hear me? Okay, wait. Okay.
I just did. I'm in the show.
Okay, talk. Okay. Okay, so this is what's going on. Can y'all hear him? Okay. So this is how it's going to work. Those of you guys who click the link, you will not be able to hear you won't be able to hear me. You guys can hear me, but they can't hear me. So when you click the link, once I add you to the show, Once I add you on, just say what you have to say. I won't be able to communicate and converse back and forth with you, but just get off your chest what you have to say, and we'll just do it that way. Okay? So that's how we'll do it. You guys, once you click the link, you will not be able to hear me. When I put you on the screen, just go ahead and talk and say what you want to say. Do you guys got it? Got it? Okay. Hold up. Wait. Let me see. D, can you hear me? D. Okay. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Go ahead.
I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, hey sis, I wanted to say to you, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to say, oh good. I wanted to let me mute my TV at home because it's confusing me. I wanted to tell you, don't allow people to throw you off your little energy with what you're doing. Because what you're doing is positive and you're trying to make us aware of what's going on. You're only doing the same thing that the news is doing. You're just reaching out to your own race and your own people. And you're
Right.
trying to let us know what's happening out here. Like, come on, you got people with children, women could be coming home from the supermarket with their groceries and they have to deal with these crazy Mexicans or Latina gangs doing that. I don't understand why they're doing it. To me, I think it personally is some type of conspiracy from the government. It has to be because why would they? They are treated just like we are in a group. We're segregated, so Latinas they experience the same pain we do. I grew up with Puerto Ricans all my life. I have Puerto Ricans in my family. So for them to make this conspiracy and have them beating us, it's something probably so much bigger than this that we don't even know because we're the little people compared to the world leaders. They're creating this. I don't know if you saw this, but there was a video out where they caught a police officer. He was dressed in all black. He had a mask on his face in Minneapolis, and he was busting open all that AutoZone store. And then there was another lady throwing a cocktail in there. So they were making it look like we were the ones that were looting and starting the fires, and it was really them.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say, sis. You stay safe. Keep on doing what you're doing. I'm going to keep supporting you. I love your channel, and thank you.
Right. Thank you so much.
Excuse my appearance. I wasn't
Can
expecting.
can you hear me?
I'm
Can
in
you
the
hear me?
house.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
I can
me?
hear you. Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, good. All right, thank you for coming on.
Okay,
All right.
welcome.
Bye-bye.
Hey,
Go,
what's up, Nick?
what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say the shit that's going out in Little Village, them bitch ass kings, they working with the Fed, with the 12. And Little Village is small. It's a matter of time before niggas around the city come over there and handle their business with their motherfucking ass. Because I got a friend, she stay out there around the motherfuckers. And man, she up here calling me scared as hell and shit. So I've been up since like 8 o'clock this morning. And she calling me scared as hell and shit because she up here trying to, trying to find a gun or whatever. I'm trying to tell her to come and try to make it to the south side. And, now she trying to get tickets to come out to California and shit. But the word getting around on them niggas over there. And it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before them niggas get they shit.
This all started last night.
Man, it was on the news. It was on the news. They talking about these punk ass motherfuckers protecting they shit. Niggas ain't coming and look. It ain't shit over in Little Village. It ain't shit over there. What motherfuckers go steal some fruit? And it's like they shooting at anybody that's black that's coming around there. So it's like niggas getting they getting cars without driver's license. Shit, my shit expired and I'm still gonna go out and get a car. I got a car coming in tomorrow.
So motherfuckers ain't thinking about having a driver's license. It ain't even about you having your driver's license. Just go out and get you a car so you can make your moves. And that's what niggas on. So it's like far as my family and shit, I'm I'm fit to consider them going to Texas and shit. So they could, stay with family members down there and shit. But far as me, I'm not sure if I'm fit to go down there. But I just can't not do nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, when you sent me that message this morning, I'm like, wait, this is like a final farewell fucking message. I'm like, what's going on?
Shit getting real out here. And then, I'm over my cousin house. We was talking about the cars and shit. And shit, he got a little girl over in Little Village. She a Mexican. She up there crying on the phone and shit about the shit that's going on over there. Them kings over there, but them motherfuckers, they always been racist. And they stupid ass is sitting up here letting the cops use they dumb ass. You get what I'm saying? Like you motherfuckers in the same boat with us. And y'all out here doing this dumb shit. Soon as the shit is over with, they gonna turn on y'all stupid ass. So, like I said, man, I'm waiting on the motherfucking call.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, thank you for calling in. I'm gonna bring you down. Don't click off though.
All right.
All
Hello?
right, Kenya.
Yes, I live in Chicago on the west side. What is happening? The young people went over there in Cicero, broke into one of them Hispanic liquor stores and stole their stuff. The Hispanics got on top of their roof and started protecting their property and their business. I live on the west side. The west side is burnt up. I am disgusted. You that close to Cermak and Cicero. The west side is close to 26 Cermak and Cicero. Cicero, Illinois has known all my 50 years for being prejudiced. They don't really allow too many blacks to live in there
It's a
until the
background noise. It's background noise.
oh, I'm sorry. They don't really let blacks live in Cicero. Until they need the government say you won't get no funding unless you let blacks move in there. It's
Okay,
pretty
so
much
what
white.
about now that they are targeting blacks that are
Yes,
innocent?
they targeting blacks because the blacks went in there trying to steal, breaking their stores. They broke in one store. And that's the truth. And that's when the Hispanics got on their roof saying, you come over here, we're going to protect our shit. Anybody knows Cicero is prejudice, Bridgeport is prejudice from the South Side. Lincoln, I never know Logan Square. I went to school in Logan Square. Never had a problem. Logan Square, they protect, and that's part of the West Side too. Cicero's part is on the cusp of the West Side going south. It's the West suburb. Bridgeport is the South Side. So if the black kids did not go and tap their own shit, then try to go, and I am a black woman, 50-year-old woman, if they didn't try to go into Cicero and tap them people's
Well,
shit,
a lot
none
of
of
the
this would
people
have
that was
happened.
going in tearing up stuff was not even black people.
Oh, yes, it was. They showed it. It was black young people from age 17 to at least 25 that went in that liquor store and told their people that Mexican man stuff up. It ain't nothing hardly on the west side as it is. They
But
told
that
Aunt
don't that
Madison.
don't that don't excuse them for targeting innocent people
No, it doesn't excuse. Of
just
course not.
for
It doesn't excuse that.
yeah, and
But you
people
know
still
when you
need to
rapping,
know. People still need to know when they go over there to be safe, and that's not. I mean, I
that's
feel like
true.
you kind
Most
of
definitely.
excusing them for what they're doing, and that's not no excuse. I don't.
Oh no, I'm not excusing them. That is wrong. But you
The
when
way
they
that
went
you're
in
saying
there,
it is kind of like you giving them an excuse, like, and I'm
I'm
just
not
like,
giving them an excuse. That's wrong. We know the police. We know the police is behind the bullshit. Nobody in Chicago is stupid. We know that's a prejudice area, and then you gonna go. You know it's prejudice. Then you gonna go in there and try to steal from them. Now they shooting at anybody that come through there. There's no stores on the west side, so you would have to go to Cicero to get your groceries. Now you can't go to Cicero to get your groceries. You're gonna be shot at. So this is a domino effect.
yeah.
You
So
gotta ride through.
if they were
You
already prejudiced by your admission, how can you claim that it's just because they went into that one store? If you said that they are already prejudiced there.
They're already prejudiced. If you live in Chicago, you know Cicero is prejudiced from the 50s, the 40s. When I was a child, I knew better before I hit 5 years old. When you go through Cicero to lock your doors, but you could go in there and shop if you wanted to.
She's
It was
right.
used to be all white. Now it's all pretty much Hispanic, 90% Hispanic area. Bridgeport is the same way. White racist people, and now the Hispanics that moved over there. If you're going to the south side, you got to drive through Bridgeport. If you're going to the west suburbs or close to the west side, it's the border. One side of the street is the west side of Chicago. The other side of the street is Cicero, Illinois. So you got to go
Yeah.
through there to get to the west suburbs if you want to go shopping there. The west side is
Yeah.
burnt up. This is wrong. This is wrong. If the young kids did not go over there trying to tap them people's stuff, we could have went over there to shop. It wasn't no shooting or nothing going on until that happened. And that's now I'm not condoning it. I don't think it's right. I don't think we should be hunted and killed. But you already know in Chicago, the police ain't finna help you. They're gonna make sure they let them kill you up. It's a disgrace. I've been in my house looking at this mess on the news. I'm 50 years old and my heart is hurt. When I go out and go
Mhm.
5 blocks to Madison Street from where I live, 5 to 8 blocks, it's burnt up. It's burnt up. You can't get gas in your own neighborhood. You can't get church's chicken. You can't go and buy nothing at the stores. So I was thinking, okay, well now you can't buy food. You can't get groceries. Now at least I
Yeah,
can
but
go
a
to
lot of the
Cicero.
people who started up this stuff was not black people though.
I know
Like,
that.
I don't know.
I know.
I feel like you are doing like what the news media does, and they try to blame black people for everything that's going on when a
Oh
lot of this
no.
stuff
I think
happened
there's a
by
lot of white.
undercover cops were the ones who incited these riots. They started this shit. A lot of the white people are the ones who started this shit. Like, and
There's
Yes, I think that.
everything that I hear you saying, and I understand, like, okay, it's a domino effect, and I understand domino effects and things like that. But the way that you're wording your words is just, I don't know, man. It just, I don't know. But thank
I'm
you
not
so much
talking
for.
about. I'm talking about what happened in Cicero and within that man's liquor store that's been there 30 years. That was all black children. You could see them. It was
Man,
all black
look
children.
here. Look here. They would have started that shit anyway because the police was already congregating with the kings over there. They was already
Okay.
on that shit.
Okay. Well,
So,
I
so
believe you, young
that
man.
that whole
I
thing
believe you.
about them pointing into into that store is a fucking excuse. They was on that shit already. If the
Okay.
cops
Well, I
already
believe
talking
you.
to them
I'm
motherfuckers,
not in
they
the street,
own
so
that
I
shit.
don't be knowing
It don't
about
even
all
matter.
that.
It don't even
I
matter if
know.
that's what I've been trying to explain to motherfuckers. It don't matter. People using that whole they went into that goddamn store to steal liquor as a fucking excuse. They was on that shit already.
Hello?
Okay.
there's a whole culture in Chicago. I lived
Yes,
there
this
for
is
11.
she.
I lived on Armitage and Logan, right where the stuff is, and Humboldt Park for almost
Yes, I'm
15
home.
years. And Humboldt Park is partly
Yes.
Puerto Rican,
5. Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
that's it.
Logan
Say it again.
has
Say it
like
one more time.
a lot of Mexican and what have you. But there's a
2 4.
culture in Chicago with Latinos
Hold on,
and
wait.
blacks that has been
Hold
bubbling
on.
over for
Come outside.
decades. Decades. This is what's painful is you have the Chicago PD that that would come around my neighborhood and be shooting up brown people all the time.
Yeah, they doing it in
And
all the neighborhoods. They be the main motherfuckers out here shooting at people who having barbecues, and then on the news want to report that it's black on black crime or whatever. Then they making it seem like we the ain't nobody doing that shit. Ain't nobody out here.
it's
Niggas ain't out here randomly shooting motherfuckers like that. That didn't make no sense from the jump. But people, they sit up here and put WGN in every state where y'all can see what the fuck is going on in Chicago, and all WGN do is fucking lie.
and
Well,
it's not
all
it's
of the Chicago meet the news lie. We know that, and we know that the police is behind this bullshit.
So you gotta understand that it's a lot of fuckery that's going on behind this shit.
Yeah,
You
that's
just
why you gotta
it's
be in
all
your
people
house and
on that
have your gun
bullshit.
ready, cause bullshit is coming.
Yeah,
They
it's
was
coming.
just shooting down my
but
block the other night. I was laying in the bed and I heard the gunshots. So it shouldn't be no shooting. My block is very quiet. For the
and
12 years I lived here.
here's what's really funny. And this is for my Latino brothers and sisters out there, the ones that don't realize that you got the black grandmother down the line and the self-hate is coming out because a lot of these Latinos are finding out the real true secrets about who they are and how they hate their blackness. And it that also ties into a lot of what the history between black and Latinos have, especially in this country. But the thing I'm
Okay,
glad
wait.
she mentioned, huh?
Stevie, it's you with the you got background noise. I don't know what I missed
Yeah,
because I
nah,
had to go.
it was a
It's you with the background noise, Stevie. I don't know what I missed. Um, who was talking last? I had to go to my door. I done fell. It's all kind of stuff that happened just now. Um, I done totally walked into my table, done fell to the ground. It's just too much. Um, but I got a new shipment of pajamas. So I'm going trying to meet with the guy to get the pajamas. Get the oh man, it's just too much. I just literally just messed myself up. Okay. Anyways, what was said last? I'm late because I had to handle business. Um.
I was um I was just talking about a little bit of a historic fact about our Latinos brothers and sisters who don't realize there's a thing in Spanish where they talk about the hidden black grandmother in the closet, and there's a lot of self hate which I've recognized because I studied Latin culture in college and have a
Mhm.
degree in it. The self hate, and especially living in Chicago and in a predominantly Latin neighborhood, you get to learn a lot of stuff, and especially if you speak a little un poquito español. And you find out some of the self hate that they have for themselves when they find out about their black side. And it's something to me that has always been a division within us in both cultures because the white man does want that. I mean, colonialism. Now, let's flash forward to what's going on in Chicago. There's always been this dividing line, and there's always been a thing about, you don't want to go to Pilsen right now because, they don't F with you. Or you don't want to go to Cicero. That is actually a fact, what she was talking about with Cicero. That used to be kind of like a sundown town. Um, but to see the fact that we're talking about neighborhoods now that are getting gentrified. So they're taking their anger out on the wrong people, number one. Most of those people, those Latino people, are getting kicked out of their homes in these areas, not by us, and not even by white people.
Of course.
And the fact of the matter that they are the ones right now who are turning their backs on us, like we're the ones destroying your neighborhood. We're not buying your property out and kicking you out of your neighborhoods. The other people are. There have been families and businesses that have been in these neighborhoods for decades who we're not kicking them out. It's the others, the palm colored people that are kicking them out. And the fact that you'll be so dumb to 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 even be and help with the police, knowing that they're going to turn you in after this, right? You know you know that the police they ain't going to be on your side. They're going to plan some shit on you. But I mean, why should I care? Because they don't care about me. They don't care about us anyway. It just really bothers me, the fact of the matter that I'm seeing my old neighborhood, which I loved, get effed up because of black people. Okay. It's
That's
just
that's that's not. I'm from Little Village. Like, I grew up on 23rd and Drake, 23rd and Trouble. My mom is Mexican. Like, I have family over there. All my mom's kids, they're mixed with black. My favorite aunt, her kids is mixed with black. It started because it's a shoe store called Fresh Kicks on Holman and 26th Street, which African Americans go in, and they went and tried to loot that area, but the gang bangers over there would not let them. So what they should have did, and the police were right there. So the African American man that went there by himself in his car, the police had grabbed him to arrest him. Them gangbangers told them, "No, let me get them." First of all, it don't take. First of all, the police should have did their job
to bring that African American man from over there. I'm talking to my aunt every time I go on my page. All my Mexican friends are in Little Village. I lived in Little Village most of my life. Everything I do is in Little Village. All my African American friends are in the Lawndale area. My uncle that's Mexican lives along that border. What they I'm not saying that everything that they did was right, but the African Americans are mad because they're protecting their area, which they should do. And I even seen the video of a Mexican guy saying that, which
It's
is
a
another
difference. I'm gonna
game.
pause you for a second. It's a difference between protecting your area from looters and just outright targeting innocent people and just anybody
Yeah,
who
that is
drives
true.
in the area and they are targeting you. There are several accounts that I started this off with of people who were not looting, just simply driving by and they were
Right.
targeted. So we can't say, oh, it's cool for them to protect their neighborhood as if they're protecting their neighborhood from random people driving. They're quote unquote protecting their neighborhood is
Yeah, but
I'm
they don't have to
attacking
do it with
anybody
violence.
black. That's not protecting your neighborhood. When you protect your neighborhood, I've been seeing store owners who are in front of their store with guns saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
if you come in my store, I will meet you with fire." That's protecting your neighborhood, not just
Right.
randomly attacking black people. So we got to
Right.
Yeah.
definitely
That
distinguish the two. And I
There's
can't
a
let
difference.
that narrative ride of they're just protecting their neighborhood. Cuz me
no, I'm not.
protecting my house, me when I protect my house, I'm protecting my house from behind my doors, and if I got to stand outside and protect it, I'm going to stand outside and protect it. But that's not me just anybody who walked by targeting.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm justifying the violence that they're doing. You can't protect your neighborhood without bringing violence. My friend, she just had a baby. Like I grew up on the north. I grew up on 18th and Spalding as well. My friend that lives down the street from that block, she was coming in from Walmart. She was on live too. She was coming in from Walmart, and when you come from 33rd and Cicero, you have to take Cermak to turn into Spalding because they live on that end. The viaduct separates the black and the Mexicans. They bricked her car. She just had a baby, and I don't condone that. Like all black people don't game bling. All black people don't game
Hey,
bang.
Neek.
All black people
Hey.
ain't GD. All Mexicans don't game bang. And what I don't like is that you have to come together to brick innocent people's car. It's a picture on social media where they show a pipe going through an African American man's chest on 21st and Cicero. It's also
Lord have mercy.
videos going around of them jumping on the elderly the Mexican people.
All
We
right.
actually go in each other's neighborhoods to shop.
Just to
Right.
jump in real quick, I live in the Bronx, New York. Can you hear me?
Yeah, somebody got to echo bad. Everybody who's not talking at the moment, mute your mic.
Can you hear me, Neek?
Go ahead.
I live in the Bronx, New York, and last night is when, like, I live Fordham area. I don't know if you're familiar with New York, Fordham Road. And last night is when the looting started for real, and it was crazy. And as far as all the racism is with the Mexicans and everything in Chicago and all that, it's different in New York because like Puerto Ricans and Latinos here are pretty much considered black. Like there's no difference, but it was no protesting going on. It was straight looting. And when I woke up this morning, you can't even get a breakfast sandwich. If your baby needs some formula, the mom can't even go and get no formula. They looted everything from pawn shops to grocery stores to the damn Dunkin' Donuts to the McDonald's to the fucking Blink gym. Like everything is looted. And it's only a couple stores that survived. And I feel like tonight the young kids gonna come out here and do it again. They were starting fires. It was crazy. Cops jumping out their cars like ninjas, chasing people
Yeah.
down. All you hear was people
I feel like
screaming.
that's definitely I've been seeing cops getting ran over and all that out there and the looting that's taking place out there. I feel like that's a different conversation. I mean it's all got to do with the protest that's going on. But I think it's just a little bit slightly of a different conversation from the blacks being targeted in Chicago.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but man, everything just hurts my heart because I feel like nothing has to do with like what's going on right now, even in Chicago. Nothing has to do with this guy dying. You know what I mean? Like it went left on us. I'm trying to figure out and listen to you guys to figure out how we starting to fight each other now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I thought we was all trying to help each other and figure something out with these police, and now this shit threw me for a whirlwind with Miss
Ditto.
Latoya. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like what the hell is going on?
And
Now the
that, and
Mexicans
that's
coming after us?
and that's what I, and that's the thing, and that's why I explained about the grandmother, the black grandmother in closet. I'm like, if they know anything about their history, you black too. And I this, and I mean, if you know, they got 13% of the population in Mexico is Afro Latino. How
Hmm.
many people?
Darker than me.
What's our percentage here in the United States? 13%. This we have the same amount,
Hmm.
but 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 again, there's always been this kind of like this divide, and the thing is, none of us should be destroying any of our businesses. No, you go down there, you go get a Neiman Marcus. I don't care. But don't be hitting mom and pop places, number one.
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm
number
saying.
two, now you're going into the neighborhoods. And these neighborhoods, and like I mentioned earlier, the neighborhood that they're in is being gentrified, and the brown people are being pushed out. So
Hmm.
you're going after the wrong people.
And that's what I'm saying. All the looting that was done here, not to get off topic, Neat, but all the looting that was done here, these stores is mom and pops, primarily owned by black people and Puerto Rican people. Not no white people own a business up and down here. So I'm just shocked that these kids is doing this.
Well, I just
Yeah.
want to come in and I just want to speak in
Oh,
regards to
hey.
this. I'm sorry because I hear like the a background, like you're still talking.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Go
no, go
ahead.
ahead, baby.
Okay, yeah, because I hear the echo as well on my end. But anyway, listen to the conversation. Listen to the conversation. We're all focused on the wrong thing. It's like a lag on my end. I don't know who has an echo on theirs, but it's lagging on my end as well.
I think you probably
You all
have
have
it. I think you probably have it playing back in your ear because we don't hear echo. I don't hear echo. So just go ahead
you
and talk because I think maybe you have it playing in two places through your headphones, maybe, but we don't
let
hear
me take
echo.
them off. Let me see if it'll work like that.
Yeah, because we don't hear
Okay, can you
echo.
hear me?
Go ahead.
You can hear me? Oh, it's
Yeah,
still hooked up to my headphones though. Hold on.
we can hear you.
Okay, I got it. So this is what I'm saying. We're all focused on the.
Now it's an echo. Now that you took your headphones off,
Now it's one. You can hear me? Oh, it's still hooked
you
up to
have
my
it playing in two different places
headphones
somewhere.
though. Hold on. No, just one, just on this screen because I'm on this StreamYard. Okay, I got it. So this is what I'm saying. We're all focused on the.
Now it's an echo. Now that you took your headphones off.
Now it's one. You can hear me? Oh, it's still hooked
You
up.
have. Okay, so maybe what you can do is if you can get through the echo on your end, just hearing yourself echo, just say exactly what you want to say with your headphones on because we can't hear the echo. So just say whatever you want to say. If you have your headphones plugged in, we can't hear the echo. It's just you hearing the echo, but you just hear yourself echoing. But just get through whatever you want to say. So go ahead.
Okay. This is a greater situation that's going on than what the masses are focused on. This has been going on for millions and millions of years. It's not as if this just started 100 years ago, two
Well, we
thousand
we
years ago.
we know that part.
Okay, I'm not saying that you don't know that part, but what I'm saying is because this is really a spiritual warfare that we're witnessing where everyone is coming together, I mean coming against each other. You have a leader that's implementing. Well, if we know that part, then why are we even focused on the negative aspects of things instead of raising our level of consciousness to understand that once we all get on the same accord of consciousness, everybody keeps saying, oh, Christ is coming back. No, he never left. What is being ushered in right now in this shift, which is occurring, is the Christ consciousness. Everything that we're witnessing right now is things happen in a process. Unfortunately, George Floyd was a sacrifice. Unfortunately, Nipsey Hussle was a sacrifice. All these incidents that are occurring, no one is recognizing what is the big picture and what's really going on. Lack of knowledge is what has kept us in this oppression. Lack of knowledge and understanding that if we all come together on one accord in the Christ consciousness level of love, for one, racism exists because that was a demonic force that was put over on this earth millions of years ago. Right now, what's happening, yes, it is a shift. Yes, there is a change, but there's a process of all these events that are occurring. And in the midst of all these events that are occurring, everyone is focused on, oh, who's looting, who's stealing what. You know what? It's sad that all that is going on, but that's where that bondage in the mind of being oppressed, where you've been taught, or Black people, we've been taught, you're not good enough, or you're less than, and we're superior to you. Because if you tell somebody something long enough, they're going to believe it. Not only they're going to believe it, they're going to believe their own lie. So why allow their lie to be true?
To this one. Get on to this one right now.
I mean, my whole thing is that's the whole plan. They want us to be against each other
Right, and
because,
take
right,
action.
Miss Latoya,
It
right, Miss
starts
Latoya,
within.
we start arguing with each other and just keep going at each other. Our rights is going to start getting taken away. Now, you know what I mean?
And
We
I don't
loot.
mean
It
to
starts with
cut.
looting,
I don't
and
mean
then
to
it's going to
cut.
go ahead, Lee. I'm sorry.
I don't mean to cut any of you guys off because you are right. This is a spiritual warfare, and there is, a one accord that we have to get on. But that's not going to happen overnight. So,
Well, see that right there, with that words being spoken, because words have power. When you say what won't occur, that's what you put out into the atmosphere, and then it is so.
Well, for right now,
So,
I see street
in
niggas out
your
here
reality,
with other
right
street niggas
now,
out here.
right now,
Right now, it's unified with the street niggas out here. When you got them motherfucking kings out there doing that bullshit, the street niggas out here ain't trying to fight each other like that. Trust and believe that.
yeah. So what I'm saying, wait, let me talk real quick. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying to not raise your level of consciousness, not to be Stevie. Hold on, wait. Mute yours, because you got the most background. I'm not
Yeah, what is
saying,
going on over there?
Moolah, get off of my. I keep seeing the same person. Clearly, I've been letting people talk, and I have not interjected many people. Get off of my stream, girl. I'm tired of seeing you in my comments talking. Anyways, I'm not saying don't raise your level of consciousness. What I'm saying is raise your level of consciousness, be unified. But the message that I want people to get from this stream is to, within you, raising your level of consciousness, understanding that this is a spiritual warfare. You need to be safe. At the end of the day, you can be as conscious as you want and walk out your door. That consciousness is not going to stop you if somebody is not as conscious on the other end. Now, you can.
no one said not to be safe, but don't create fear either. Because see, just like how the government, that's how have the people's minds. 1 minute it was the corona, everyone's in fear. The next thing now, we're dealing with this situation.
So you
Words
think that
have
they should have
power.
their.
So even with a
So just go over
platform,
there, right? So just go over there. So people are attacking these
everything in
people.
life is a choice.
So don't
if you
be scared.
choose to go,
So what she's saying
everything
is
in
go
life is
over
a
there
choice.
and don't
If
be
you
scared.
choose to go, use common sense and protect yourself. But I would not promote fear. I would not promote violence,
I'm
because
promoting
wisdom.
safety. I'm promoting safety to be safe.
And that's fine, but you're also spewing fear as well in some of your words. I rock with you, Nick, but I'm just saying, when we talking to the masses, we cannot allow fear, because see, that's what continues to keep our people in bondage. And that's great. That's a wonderful thing. But
And that's how I feel like she got it twisted. Like, it's not about fear. It's not about none of that. They want us to be against each other. Pretty soon, our rights is
I've
going to get
already
taken
said
away.
that. I
They're
agree
going
with
to want
you,
the
Adam.
guns to go. They're going to want us to stop talking how we talking now. Our rights is going to slowly but surely be taken away just from little shit like what we doing now. It
But
starts
I'm
with real little
telling you,
stuff.
Adam, it's not going to happen.
I hear you.
It's not going to happen like that, because
But you
it's
just
already a
said
shift.
you
The
can't-
change is already happening.
You can't
The
say
change is
Exactly.
already happening. The dialogue, and even for other races to acknowledge where their ancestors has caused so much hurt, harm, and pain. It's already happening, baby. And if we look to that on the positive note and
I hear
unite,
what she's saying, but all
it
that
can
positive
happen.
shit
Oh,
can get you killed. All that positive
And you
shit,
and you do
hey,
you
know
can
people
be
do
positive,
black
listen,
but you
people,
need to
look,
be
she
sure to
just said,
protect yourself.
and you
Yeah,
do know
definitely.
black people do stay around
That's the
Hispanics.
flip
You
I
know
got,
side
I
that,
of
got a
it.
right?
question. I got a question for her.
So
I got
what
a
can
question
they
for
do?
her.
You
I got a
speaking to
question
me?
for her.
Yeah, I'm
She
speaking to you.
said that
What can the black people
Wait a
do who
minute.
stay around them motherfuckers?
You said
Go
what
ahead,
now?
Breezy.
What can the black people do who stay around them motherfuckers then?
She
Cause you
said
making it
just to
sound
be
like it's
positive.
easy or some shit.
Just to be positive. That's what she's
Let me
saying.
help you out, the motherfucker. I
listen,
am black and Hispanic.
let
I'm not talking about
Okay,
your race.
so
I'm not talking
okay.
about
you know
you.
what?
It's
Race and color.
motherfuckers who
I
stay
don't
around
see
these
race
people
and
out here,
color.
and you
See,
trying to make it sound like it's
brother,
fucking
it
easy.
doesn't take cuss words.
Nobody
I
saying
was
that.
just
Nobody
repeating your
saying that.
name.
That's how I
It doesn't
talk.
take cuss words to communicate.
That's how I communicate.
Okay, then that's why you need to. That's what I'm saying. We
No,
as a
no,
people need to
don't
do
use how I
better,
talk
baby.
as a
That's
smoke
it.
screen.
We as a
Explain to
people
me
need
what
to
can
do
the people
better.
do. Explain
If
to
you
me what
want
can
the
the people
change
do.
and expect the change, then do better.
Fuck
And it
out of
Yeah,
here.
I
starts
want
from
Explain
you.
to me what can
within.
the people do over there.
And then that's the
You
reason
explain to
why,
me
in your
what can an
mind,
innocent woman who got
mental
two
wise,
kids over there
you'll
do?
stay
You
One
explain
oppressed.
to
at
me
a
what can they
time.
do?
All right, wait a minute.
Do you
Talk,
got the
you
answer to
can't
what
talk
they
over
can
each
do?
other.
Do you got the answer to a single black mother over there who ain't got no protection what she can do?
She
Yeah, I want you
said
to
to
answer the
raise
question.
she said to raise their level of consciousness and to
What the
not be
fuck that
What
got?
fearful.
is
That
that
ain't gonna
gonna
stop
do?
them
She
motherfuckers from
muted me.
shooting. That ain't gonna
She
stop them from
muted
shooting at
me.
Go
them.
ahead.
You're
Go
unmuted,
ahead.
baby.
Okay, now you asked me what, Adam?
Now he's asking a good question. You're talking about raising our level of consciousness and all that's fine and dandy. But what can we do, like for the woman that's over there in the trenches? What can she do? Everybody got to be woke for like the consciousness to be raised.
No
You know what
one
I'm
said,
saying?
at no point did I ever stress and say, don't use your wisdom and common sense if you're in a situation to protect yourself. I'm not saying that. I'm saying as the situation as a whole, for us to create change, what it is that we need to do. No one said anything in regards to safety, anything,
You said
because
that
I'm
I
going
was
to tell you
spewing
right now, if
fear. You said that I was spewing fear by telling people to be safe.
no,
You
Nick,
did.
please,
That's all I've
please
been
don't
telling
try to, no,
people.
no, don't try
That's
to
all
twist
I've
my
been telling
words.
people.
You made a
You said,
statement, you made a
have I
statement
not been telling people to be
implementing
safe this
fear,
whole
and then
time?
you try to say, I just want
What did
people
I
to be
say?
safe.
What did I say
Because,
to
see, I'm going
implement
to tell you
fear?
right now, I'm going to be safe, but I'm not going to be it.
Okay, you talking too loud. Bring it down so we can talk. Just bring it down and we can talk because I don't want to take you off. I want to be able to hear you, but just bring it down.
Yeah, something.
First off,
Go
can I say?
ahead, bring it
I want
down.
to say something. I want to say something.
I turned my volume down
Hey,
some. Maybe that'll
listen.
help. Did that
First,
work?
No.
like it's
Maybe it's just my mic, my headphones, because I'm really
Yeah, I
not.
think that's what it is. I think
Yeah,
that's what
I'm
it is.
really not.
Okay, well, just try to even. Okay, so even just talk a little bit lower. Even though you're not talking that loud, just try to bring it down
Let
just a
me
little
try
bit
to
lower
turn it
than
down
that.
just a little bit more. Because like it's can't be, I want to be able to hear you all too. Can you hear me?
Just
Yes,
turn your
ma'am.
voice down. Just turn your voice down.
I'm telling you, Nick, I think it's the headphones.
listen.
She's saying
Black
speak a little
look,
softer, baby.
But I am. Yeah.
black people been getting manipulated for the longest.
Yeah.
Black
Go ahead.
people been getting manipulated for the longest. They still doing it to this day. Like I'm looking at our people right now. The main reason we all going crazy is because of poverty and drugs. And I'm looking at who's really
Hello.
bringing the drugs in. It's the Mexican people. They really don't love us. So we need to choose our friends wisely. Don't you guys see that? That's
It's the
part of the
government bringing
problem.
the drugs in.
Hello. I'm saying
No, no,
it's
Come
the
listen,
on
damn
now,
police
let's
bringing
keep
the
it
drugs in.
real.
listen.
It's the
No, no,
government,
no,
baby.
no, listen. It's the government that's allowing it to come in, but who's bringing
No,
it
the
in?
government's the biggest doughboys in the the government's the ones bringing them in though
Listen,
too.
I
Now you
stay
got
right
the
here
little
in
people
Houston. I
doing it
stay
as
right here in
well.
Houston, and
Okay.
I stay
All
right by
right,
the
we
border.
have.
I know.
All right, wait.
I'm not.
Wait. I want to give everybody a chance to talk. We have so many people chiming in. What's your final words, Crater? What is it that you want? You want people to, just let us know your final words.
The whole main thing is like I was just stating. No one is saying not to be safe. I mean, like I said, common sense. If anyone was to harm you, you have a right to protect yourself. And, what I hope for our people and for us is that we can just raise our level of consciousness, recognize what's really going on around us, recognize how, not only the government or, the lies that's been told over other races for so many millions of years, that's not truth. We need to, stand in our power. And that is what is transforming in this moment. But I just don't want people just to be so off focused and recognizing focused on all the negativity and the things that's not the way to go about it. That's all I'm saying, because in the end we already know the story. We win. We
You
already
talking about,
know it.
yeah, what she's talking about is
So
basically the
why
big
even
picture.
get this upset against each other, or even against the others? Because see, it's
That's
gonna
where
come a
you
time
start
where
to
they
lose me at in the argument, because it's like, why get upset when I don't know, but go ahead, just finish.
no, Nick, go ahead on, express yourself.
We getting upset because we get blamed for stuff that's but really we getting manipulated to do. They say, oh, black people started this, but we seeing evidence that we not starting this stuff. We just getting manipulated.
Well, that's part of what I've been speaking on, or Warweezy. That is what I've been speaking in regards to that, because that's been going on for millions of years. But I'm saying it's time for us to take a stance.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, we got so many people trying to get on.
Yeah,
Opinion.
because she was doing a lot of nothing.
Nick, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay. The reason why I'm on here. Hi, y'all. Why y'all looking like that? Y'all shocked?
No. That wasn't it.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's one message that I've been putting out. I'm going to do my own live as well, but it is one message that I'm putting out. I'm retired military.
Mm-hmm.
And
is this on the topic? Because I feel like she got off topic, and I don't want to continue to get off topic. Is this on
okay?
topic?
Well, maybe my topic isn't for you all. I was just trying to give a warning about what's kind of going on.
Okay, she just gave a warning. I can't sit through another warning like that. I'm sorry. I don't want to be rude.
Okay, it's not rude, Nick. I respect it. All right.
Okay, thank you so much. I don't want to be rude to people. I just don't want to be off topic. The topic that I wanted to bring awareness to was the fact that there are people being targeted in Chicago who are innocent people. There are innocent people who are driving down the streets and they are being targeted just simply because they were black. Now, this may have started by one location being looted, but my message to my people is that I want you guys to be safe if you are in Chicago, if you are in well, somebody said they wanted to hear what she had to say. Well, her thing was on the screen. She said she's going to talk about it on her channel. So you're free to go to her channel so that she can tell you what she was going to say. I don't want to get off topic. So I want to speak to the people who are in Chicago, the people who want to talk about this situation. So I'm going to bring everybody who is just now tuning in up to speed. But so let me just show you guys a recap of the reason why we're having this conversation in the first place. And then we're going to go from there. Everybody mute their mics because I'm going to show them a couple videos and then I'm going to come back to you. Everybody mute your mics. All right. So let me show you guys the reason this discussion even started, because I know there are several of you who are just now coming here. So let me show you the reason why this even got started. So there was videos of stuff that's going on in Chicago that the Latino gang members have teamed up with the police in Chicago to attack innocent black people. We've heard from the people on this live that this started from an incident where the black people, that's what they say. I know that a lot of the white people have been starting this, but according to the accounts, there was black people who looted a business that was in this area. And now as a result, anybody who is black, and I'm sure there are black people who live there, have been getting targeted. So I don't want to get too far away from it. My message, my purpose of this live is for people in that area to be safe. Now, if you want to take that as me inciting fear, I'm not trying to make people be fearful. I just want you to be safe if you are in these areas. So that is what we're talking about. That is the topic at hand. I don't want to keep on getting off topic at all because I want to wrap this up. Now, I know a lot of people want to, take us to church. And yes, we have to have consciousness. We have to not, feel like we are defeated or anything like that. And this is not saying to cower or anything. I'm just saying when you drive over there, know what's happening on the other end. That's it. That's it. That's all. Know what is going on in that neighborhood.
Oh, you need to get from over there, bitch.
I want to know what CB Franklin did being that she lives there. Like, man, how is she gonna get out? How is she gonna get food? Does she got kids? Like,
Who, my friend?
yeah.
Y'all,
Yeah, she
hey,
got-
we can hear y'all. Be quiet.
Oh,
Be quiet.
Oh, you need to get from over there, bitch.
Okay. And then it was several people who came forward and they were saying, if you're black and you live in Pilsen or Little Village, please. I told y'all to mute y'all mics. So why your mic is unmuted, I just do not understand. I feel like I need to get my belt. Dang, you can't listen? Dang. It says, if you're a black man that lives in Pilsen or Little Village, please stay safe indoors, da-da-da-da. And there were several people who was giving messages, and they were warning people that innocent black people were being targeted. And then there were more videos that then came out of people who were going in these areas.
Do not go out west, boy. They just tried to pull up on the car with all my shorties in the gangbanging, Joe. They sitting in parking lots. The Latinos is out here sitting up in pickup trucks, sitting off in the cuts and parking lots. Do not go out west unless you got the blick on you. They own that. They own that. It's finna be a race war for real. They really was just on that. The Kings and the 2-6s is out there tripping right now. They own everybody who black. They just tried to gangbang with my babies in the car, like 10 of them in the back of a truck. They sitting over here off the side of the highways and shit, sitting in parking lots and shit, ready to gangbang. So if you black, you better have it on you and you better keep your eyes open because they definitely own that. They just did that with my babies in the car. Sitting off in this shit crazy. These my mama, these niggas crazy. So in it, man, hey, I'm telling y'all, Joe, some 100 shit. If you out west, Joe, and you riding through the Latino shit, Joe, be careful. They is on that with everybody that's black. They is on that.
Yeah, y'all.
Everybody black, they own that. Do not go.
All right, and then so this is a person who says, stay in the house. Do not, I repeat, if y'all never listen to anything I say, listen to me now. Do not go to any Mexican neighborhoods. It's a black versus brown war. Don't ask questions. Just stay home. They killing black women and men, and they beating young innocent children. They drug a man out of his car and shot him dead in front of his daughter and stabbed her as well. They're not protecting any community with they are not protecting any community. The police are aiding them in killing us as well. Please, family, stay home today if you can, and do not go to any area heavily populated with Mexicans. They are shooting on sight and bricking cars. This person says, folks, I'm hearing from friends in Pilsen, Little Village, and Bridgeport that there are planned attacks on black folks tonight in these areas. And then this person says, y'all be careful riding through Cermak and Kedzie area. The Latino gangs are targeting black people with guns, bats, knives, bricks, etc. They are shooting and busting car windows. And this person says, bro, the Mexicans in Cicero shooting at black people by Sonic. Do not ride past. This person said, y'all be careful out here. My Mexican people's, my black people, the Mexicans call themselves purging on blacks. They ran my car. They ran my baby car, dragged her guy and her uncle out the car, beat them with bats and stabbed them with ice picks. Mind you, my baby 9 months pregnant. Everybody in the hospital fucked up. And then this is somebody talking about it.
Anybody that's black, African American, do not go in no Hispanic neighborhoods. The reason being, they playing for keeps. They snatching people out their cars. They blocking them in, snatching them out their cars, beating them up, stabbing them, setting their cars on fire. The last thing y'all want to do in a little village neighborhood is start a fucking race war with the west side of Chicago, south side of Chicago, and even some of the people over east and up north. They snatched a pregnant girl out of her car, stabbed her up, beat her boyfriend up, and set their car and shit on fire. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. I'm not inside in the ride. I'm not doing none of that dumb shit. I'm telling people to stay the fuck away from it. Anybody that's black, African American, do not go in.
Okay, and then this person says, this is the car my godson was in yesterday. Some Mexican guys rammed their car, chased him and his friends, beat him with bottles, and tried to run him over with their truck. They shot at his friends while they were running away. Then they set the car on fire. He was bloody and running to the cars, begging for help. Nobody helped him. He walked all the way to somebody's house leaking. He got staples in his head. He shook, but lucky to be alive. He's safe and does not want to come back to Chicago. So thank y'all for that. I had just applauded the Latinos for protecting their communities. Oh, forgot to mention his mother. And that was it. So yeah, and then this is being reported on different platforms about what's going on. So the purpose of this live, I don't want to be rude to people. I want people to be safe and understand what is happening, what is going on. And I want you, if you're in that area, because I have a predominantly large following that is in Chicago, I wanted you guys to be aware. That's the purpose of this. I understand to be spiritual. I understand to be positive. I just want you also within you to be spiritual. I also want you to be safe. So that is why I'm not spewing. I'm not trying to make you scared. I'm just saying that I want you, if you are in these areas, to be safe. That is the topic that we're talking about tonight. Okay, so those are the videos, and that's what it is. Now, again, like I said, there have been people who have chimed in on this live, and they said that it started from a store being looted. That's understandable that people want to protect their stores. What's not understandable and what's not okay is for people to loot. And I have not even went to the stream of the StreamYard, but I guarantee you I know exactly who just unmuted their damn mic. Stevie J, without me even clicking. Let me click this tab to see. Oh, yeah. He gonna try to hurry up. I know it was you. I know it was you. I know it was you because you got that background interference. Before I even clicked over here, I know it's your butt. Anyways, so like I was saying, that people are saying that it started because this store got looted. That is not an excuse to me to now harm innocent people. That is not an excuse. If you want to protect your store, you stand in front of your store and you protect your store. You do not just target anybody who is black driving down the street at all. So now let Stevie J time back in. He gonna have interference, y'all. It's gonna be background noise, but you'll be able to get through it. If he can work through his background noise, we'll be in a better spot. But what, Stevie? What?
Okay. This so-called store that got looted, right? You do know that they have these realistic rubber masks that they put on where they can disguise themselves. So think about it. You got this realistic rubber mask on and you go do some shit. The first thing you go think is that it's a black person.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's programmed into people's psychology now of this big scary the black people are scary and we're the ones that are the criminals. It's even programmed within our community, and so that's something that is.
But what he's saying is that they showing they manipulating the what's going on to make it think that us black people are doing the robbing. That's what you're trying to say.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Because
that's manipulation. That's what I'm saying.
Everybody knows
manipulation.
Them kings over there been racist. And motherfucker, it ain't shit in Little Village. It ain't shit over
Yeah,
there.
but we
Is
wanna
it?
just we the main thing that we want to spew is for our people to be safe. We don't want to perpetuate, whatever racism they may have. We don't want to perpetuate that. We just want to let our people
Right.
be safe.
There's something that we haven't even mentioned about Chicago that is, I don't want to say that's unique, but it is one of the most segregated cities in the
Really?
country. Yes, it is very segregated. And the things that are happening down there, I had talked to my friend when I was watching your stream earlier to check on them because he lives on Cermak and Kedzie. And then my homeboy who lives near Hyde Park, which that's, by the way, that is Hyde Park is on the south side, and that's where a little bit more affluent black people live. That got tore up a little bit too.
Hmm.
And the thing is, what I'm trying to say is the issue in, especially in the Humboldt Park, Logan Square, that whole area has been a power keg for decades. Decades, even before I moved over there.
Has been a what? Say that again.
An issue, a problem,
Oh, okay.
and for decades because of the Latin Kings or the Black Stones, and or even like my homeboy when I moved over there back in the mid 2000s. He's like, yo, I at one point in time I couldn't come over here. I because them boys were gonna come and f me up, and
That's
so
Yeah.
fucking
this is
crazy.
Let
it's
me
yeah.
see. Let me see what nobody special has to say. She says she has something to say. Go ahead.
Yes, I just wanted to comment on the fact that we have people saying that we need to get along. It's a spiritual warfare. I don't care what type of spiritual warfare we are going through. The fact is, we're being targeted. So I would advise everybody to think with their most common sense. Don't approach anybody on some peaceful, communication because I mean we could be like deer in the headlights and get shot or whatever it may be, and be targeted. So I just don't understand. I'm not about to come to anybody peaceful that I know is targeting me. I'm thinking with a mind of survivorship. So I just don't like that. I mean, I understand the woman that was in here previously. She was, I guess, Hispanic and black. But that's you. That's not all of us. All of us aren't with Hispanic. All of us have Hispanic family members. If you want to keep it real, Hispanics have been targeting us. They don't like black people. So I'm not about to sit here and just be on some, oh, it's a spiritual warfare. We need to pass the BS. I understand that, but I have to think with survivorship first, and I'm just not about to succumb to being the one who is trying to
Save the next
initiate a
person.
peaceful
Hmm.
communication to another race that I know is targeting me. Like I'm not, no, you come to me on some peaceful
Well,
ish,
we
and
can't.
then
We
we can
well,
go. But
I also
I'm
don't
not
want to.
for it.
I don't want to put what's happening in Chicago as a universal thing.
Yeah, but that's everywhere. I mean, LA, Texas.
there are, but I don't want to make it seem as though everybody has that same rhetoric. I just want the people in
Right.
Chicago in that area. That's kind of just what I want. The people in that area just to know to be safe in that area. I understand what you're saying as far as like I don't want to be on no kumbaya because I don't know who gonna try to stab me in my back. I understand that, but I don't want to spew any type of racic rhetoric. Um,
I don't want to spew hate either, but everybody for survivorship. If it's happening in Chicago, who knows where else it could spread? And like I said, Hispanics, they have been hating black people, so I'm just not for it. But anyways, I enjoy listening to y'all chat. I'm gonna leave. That's all I wanted to say. I'm not coming with the kumbaya at all, and that's on period. So all right, thank you.
all
Um,
right.
can I just comment on that? And this is something that makes me mad about our people. You know, some Hispanics are black, right? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, if you've ever been to I don't know, Puerto Rico or Nicaragua or I don't know, Brazil.
They look like me.
Um, by the way, I just want to. Here's a teaching moment. The boat drop off was mostly in Latin America. Okay, so let's not sit here and say all Latinos because we got
Hmm.
some trouble African Americans too. All right,
Yeah, but
so
they don't
let's not.
identify with that, so we can't make them be what they don't identify as either.
Oh well, you have some black people. We have colorists in our community too.
Yeah.
I mean, so I mean that it's a topic for another discussion, but just a little FYI, that
Yeah.
boat drop off wasn't just here in America. So let
Yeah.
that sink in. All
Hmm.
right.
Jay, what is it
I,
that you wanted to say? Jay, who's driving?
I simply want to just say what you saying. Like everybody don't seem to be listening to you. Where you just simply saying people in Chicago be safe. They out here killing us. Have each other's back. Don't go there. Stay home. Like nobody's listening. Everybody, oh, got this, got that, this race, that. We all human race. We all gangbang. We all do everything. We just need to stay safe. At the end of the day, that's all you was trying to say. Like, everybody saying spewing hate and you want to make a race war. Shit is stupid. You're simply saying be safe. Do what you got to do to stay alive at the end of the day. And that's what
Right.
all y'all need to just listen to. Yeah, all
I
this is
hear you.
happening for a reason, and yeah, we all want to stand because niggas is mad. But at the end of the day, stay safe. You got family out there, hit them up, let them know, yo, shit is going crazy. Stay safe. Like right now, I'm driving to get my fucking nephew.
It's going in and
I'll
out.
be damned if something happened to him. I'm driving 10 hours. I'm doing 100 to get my nephew. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's because I'm on the Wi-Fi are going in and out. What you're saying, just be safe. Let your family know what's going on if you got them out there, friends, know, relatives, anybody. Let them know what's going on in Chicago. Stay safe. That's all you trying to say is just stay safe, and people not listening to that. Like I'm
Right.
hearing everybody jump on here saying different things
Yeah. Where are
to
you
you.
driving? Where'd you say you driving to? Where you
And
going?
you keep having to repeat yourself. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. You're simply just saying, be aware of your surroundings. Don't go here. This is from South Carolina. I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh, you from over here? Okay.
Riots and raids, all that fuck was going on. I'm gonna get my nephew
Oh, okay. Well,
and
thank
back.
you so much for chiming in. I wish the service was better because I like what you're saying. But thank you so much for chiming in.
But at the end of the day, everybody, she's just simply trying to say, be safe, be aware. If you don't have to
Yeah.
go over there, don't go. Like, hear her say, that's all I want.
All right. Thank you so much. And get to your nephew. Hot Shot Radio. What did you want to say?
Yo, what's good, Nick? You hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hello.
What's up, panel?
Go ahead.
I just wanted to chime in on the yeah, yeah, y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah. Go
yes, sir.
ahead.
All right, so I just wanted to chime in on the race conversation. Like we need to be woke and we need to be smarter than this. The elites are obviously making this shit about a race war. Obviously making this shit about something that is not, so that we could all go against each other and take away from the agenda that's being pushed over here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is an Illuminati agenda. This is martial law. This is a new world order trying to come into play. And they're saying this shit on race. This is not a race fucking war. This is a war on racism. You know what I'm saying? This is a war for every race that does not agree with racism to stand up against. This ain't no Spanish against blacks or blacks against whites. So this is whites, Spanish, and blacks out here protesting for the same cause. Not everybody's racist. You know what I mean, like everybody feels the pain. There's a lot of people that feel this pain the same way the blacks are feeling it, and they ain't even black. So this is not a race war. People that's making it about race. I agree with what you're saying, Nick. There are people, there are other races attacking. That is true, but this is not everybody. I mean, this is a way.
Right. Well, yeah, I agree that this
It's
is
just, but I mean,
definitely a deep,
This,
deep
this,
topic.
this is a special case, though.
this.
I don't think people
The
in
conversation.
Chicago is a little bit different. I mean, it's like I said earlier, this is something that's been going on for decades within the Black and Brown community in Chicago. This is just an excuse to get at people right now because I mean everyone's angry, but the fact that they're joining up with the Chicago PD is on another
Yeah,
level.
that shit crazy. I
That's
wonder how long it's gonna play out like this. How long is this
look
gonna
here.
last?
Look here. Look here. This is a race war. It's been a race war since we got off the motherfucking boat. The only people who our friends are is each other. All them white motherfuckers you see out there protesting all them other race, fuck them. They not
Stop,
your
Stevie.
friends.
Stop,
Some of
stop,
fuck
stop,
that.
stop,
Some of them
stop,
is just there
stop,
for the entertainment.
stop, stop,
Come on, D. Some of them motherfuckers there
stop.
just for entertainment.
But there's people in our community we can't trust.
That's our
So
problem.
then,
We always trusting other motherfuckers, man. That's the goddamn problem right there. We think everybody our goddamn friend. When you see them
right,
motherfuckers team
All
up
right,
with
so
them,
we gonna
I
have
get what you're saying.
we
okay.
need to get
So
off
all
that
right,
shit.
so
Come on, man.
we're gonna have to have a separate conversation where we go into race relations and things like that because I don't want to make this about us against or I don't want to make this like
But
that.
it always been like that, Nee. We the only dumb motherfuckers who don't see that shit. We the only ones. We think because a motherfucking white person talk to you, they our friends and all this bullshit. Man, fuck them too. They don't give a fuck about us. None of them. It been like that since we got off the boat. So the only way this shit go change is when we act like them. That's the only way this shit go change.
Oh,
I don't have the heart to enslave people.
Did he mute
and
himself?
I can't just blow somebody's brains out. I ain't built like that.
I'm not
Then
ready to kidnap people and drop them off.
That's why shit ain't gonna change.
All right,
We
we gonna let Diamond speak and then we gonna end it. Diamond,
Hey, can y'all hear me?
go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm in Chicago too. I'm right over here off of 13th and near Cermak. And like Stevie said, this been going on for a long time. It's just an excuse. And what fucks me up is how I was looking at yesterday. Some white bitch was over here buying heroin.
Wait.
Yeah.
Let's reel it back a little bit. Let's reel it back a little bit.
Damn.
Go ahead.
Yeah, she was over here trying to shop. Okay, so she getting all, she's trying to argue with me over a parking spot. First of all, why is you over here talking crazy? That's the thing with black people. We let everybody come to our neighborhood like it's cool. But as soon as we go to where they at, it's a problem. And we need to stop doing that. Because when we get ready to do something, we get disrespected. And it needs to stop. This shit been going on for a really long time. It was times we couldn't even cross Cermak after dark.
That's true.
They would tear our shit up, our cars. They would like hit it all the way back across the tracks. So I don't know what they're gonna do. It's been going on for a long time. And what's even more fucked up is they don't even belong here. I ain't trying to be racist, but 90% of the people over in Little Village is illegal. So how the fuck are they outside trying to start some shit? That got me.
It's
right
about
there.
the body
Hold on, wait. Let me block this people. Because it be the main ones who be hating, but they be on my dick so tough, and I don't have one. But I'm just saying, they be on my page the most. Like, why? If you don't like me, why are you here?
That's a fact.
Right.
But go ahead, Diamond.
Yeah, but they 90% of the people in Little Village and the Hispanic people here, to be honest, they not even supposed to be here. They're not supposed to even be up over here. So how's they over here getting away with all this? That's why I'm lost at.
My hood is a mixed Hispanic and black neighborhood, and we all stand together equally. You know what I mean? We standing against this fight equally. So I don't know where all this other shit come from all these other hoods, but I know what my hood is standing for.
It's been going on in Chicago for a long time.
Yeah,
but it has stopped.
Yeah,
it stopped, and now it just started again this weekend because it's an excuse, like you said, it's an excuse. So
it's a divide and conquer tactic. I mean, they're just trying to divide everybody, and they're trying to make it a race war. So they can't fight us. We all unite. You know what I'm saying? We all unite. If we all unite as the people, they cannot win this war. So they need to divide the people up into race categories and have them stand up and fight against each other. And this is what a lot of people's not getting. That's my point.
Let me tell you something else too. Another thing that hasn't been mentioned. If you, well, living in Chicago, you get to find out some of the dirty secrets. A lot of the ex-gang members who were Latin Kings have become cops. So, I mean, that's
That's right.
another factor that, I mean, someone's cousin who's a cop, who used to be a fellow Latin King, whose cousin is still a Latin King. Oh, well, I'm giving you permission since we familia. So, I mean, that's how, I mean, like she said, and like I've been saying, this issue is nothing new. It's nothing new. And it hurts. It sucks. You know,
Yeah.
because
And
I do believe in a black brown coalition, but some of my Latino brothers and sisters need to, y'all really think they're your friend? You think white supremacy didn't he just talk about building a wall? I mean, didn't I mean, weren't they just beating your butt? I mean, don't they lock you up? I mean, but they just the this whole thing about white supremacy, and people like certain Latinos, not all, but certain, still find themselves thinking that they white until they get hit upside the head and locked up and realize that, well, I guess today I'm a nigga. But they're not having that come to Jesus moment right now because they have the police on their side. Which,
all right.
Okay, it's all good though because they're gonna be asking us to help them find their kids that Trump been putting in them fucking cages though. He been putting
All
their
right.
kids in cages. Now y'all want to fight some stuff, put some stuff in America that y'all don't even belong to y'all. Come on now, they need to stop.
All right. So we'll end the conversation there. We'll end it right there. I don't want this to be um different than what the main thing is. My main goal of this whole
Thank you, man.
conversation is to let people know that are in that particular area to be safe. Now, I understand that, there is different stuff going on, different places. Everywhere is not the same. I want my main message, and I'm going to end it with, I want people who are in Chicago. I don't want people to feel like everywhere you go, you're going to be targeted by a Mexican person. That's not anything that I've ever trying to promote. I understand that there are race issues. I understand that there are certain people that are racist, but I do agree that this is not the time for us to be divided. I'm not making this video for us to be divisive, to be divided, or to stand against one another. What I'm saying is, if you're in that area, be safe. If you're in that area, be safe. But this is not a panel, and I wanted everybody to be heard, but I did not want to keep on going down, that path. I want everybody to be safe and know that in that particular area, that is what's going on. So if you don't have to be in that particular area, then go around it. That's it. That's all. And like no matter how many times I say what's clear as day, it always gets twisted. And to the people, I see a lot of people who don't fuck with me be in these chats, who be on these other YouTubers and be dick riding these other YouTubers. But as soon as I have a topic that y'all, like, oh, what's she talking about? No, don't not fuck with me when you want to ride with them. But then when I'm informing you on some real shit, you want to come over here. Don't fuck with me at all. Just be blind to my channel, period. I'm speaking to the people who need to know what's going on and the people that are in that area. You don't fuck with me, get off my channel, period. But anyways, who and this person too. I keep seeing this person. I don't know what's going on with what you're saying, but you're kind of getting on my nerves. But anyways, so that's that on that. I just got a extremely large shipment of pajamas. So I have to sort through all this inventory. So I will be off for the rest of the day, most likely. Whatever you have to do to protest, be safe is all I'm saying. Be safe, be safe, be safe. All right? And I'm out.